How are we doing, Libra? Okay, let's have a little look for you because I've got quite a bit going on here. We're still looking at the money and the resources, and last month I spoke to you guys about how it's how we're going to be looking at how we're earning money, whether or not it works for us, and so forth, how we're actually going to get out there and create a better situation. Now for some, that's much easier than for others, and it depends on the circumstances. But I do feel where, it may well be that we are restructuring finances. So if you have got investments, Libra, if you're lucky to have investment, or you've got things that are in one particular place and you think it's going to be better for you if you move them around, don't be frightened to do that. I definitely feel that there is also this need for change with you guys. So, and this is all very much to do with this eclipse that's coming around. But like I said, we've got the energy of Jupiter moving into Taurus. We've got Venus, which is very key for you, of course, it will do something. That's moving into Cancer. So, I don't know, it could be a move of house, but I think that it could be property generally. Wow, that we're dealing with. They're jumping out. I've got to. Oh wow, look at that. Ace of Cups, new beginnings. Right, Page of Wands. We have this, and the Five of Wands. So, what we've got going on here so far is exactly what we were talking about. Wow, and the Lovers, cannot believe it. This is Gemini energy. So. Okay, right, okay. It can talk to me about relationship energies as well. Because we've got this cup energy at the beginning of this 4-card spread here. So again, Page of Wands. New beginnings, wanting to move quickly towards this new beginning, okay? But needing to exercise a degree of, this is a waiting period. I always look at fives. They're not aces, they're not tens, right? They're sort of in between. So they're very, very pivotal energies. And it does link with work, but it could actually just link with your energies, full stop, period. So again, Lover's energy, agreements, contractual stuff. I'd like to say, because we've got Mercury still retrograde for the next couple of weeks, probably about 10 days, something like that. Can't quite remember the dates, guys. But right now, if you can sit out and you can chill it, fine. But I do feel that there's going to be some completion. Now, if we began this sort of new agenda last month, then it may well be that the Lover's energy or the agreement energy, that's not actually going to come to fruition until that point. Alright, so again, this can be documentation, could be waiting on something, certification of some kind. But either way, it does talk about contractual conditions. So, whatever's going on here, we are looking at it. Now, there's a lot of thought being put into areas to do with your money, Libra, your work, your relationships, and again, what is it that you really want to do? Right, now I spoke, I'm a Cancerian, and one of the energies of the eclipse was happening in my 5th house. What is it that gives me great joy? And ironically, I've been in my garden and trying to dig, in between when we've had some sunshine, trying to create my garden, put my garden back together again. But obviously I've still got to keep going. So at the end of the day, it's very much about how we're going to restructure. We could be waiting on permissions for that. Yeah, definitely. Queen of Pentacle energy, certainly so. And the Nine of Swords. So, Libra, if we've got some concerns around money, or we are dealing with that at the moment, Nine of Sword energy, it could be quite heavy at the moment, head-wise. But you are you're an air, but you are a mental air as well, I feel, and so yeah, can we're a bit heavy, we can get some stresses, you know, Libras, you do take much of it on your shoulders, you do cope quite well, but there, you know, man is not an island. So again, if we're waiting patiently for news coming in around work, for instance, if there's been delays, um, waiting for some sort of an agreement. Again, spoke to you, think, excuse me, last month about pensions. It may well be, I mean, we've got a lot of changes going on globally, and there could be changes there. Wow. Four of Wands. Okay. And we're doing okay, Libra. We're doing okay. The ship's coming in, Libra. That's good news. So, yeah, good news coming in with this Page of Wands. Wow. Four of Swords. Again, it's just finding that balance, guys, just keeping it all together, just being patient. So playing a bit of a waiting game here, I think. But this Nine of Wands energy, it does look quite threatening, but don't forget, it is a 9. So it's like, whoa, you know, coming to the end of something. Is there a finite ending to what you're doing? And also, are you having fun what you're doing? Do you want to change completely what you're doing? All right. To earn your money. Yeah, Three of Sword energy. Okay, so Three of Sword energy is also an interesting energy when I place it under the Nine of Swords, because this can sometimes talk to me about loss, sorrow, you know, lots of reflection. So, you know, if it's a financial thing, and sadly there's, you know, if we've lost someone, or you know, if we're dealing with policies, insurances, anything like that, that's very interesting. But it can also talk to me about this sort of lover's energy again, you know. And I'm jumping a bit here, but I want to stay with the money and the resources. So needing to be patient, waiting for the correct documentation, not signing on the dotted line at the moment, still got Mercury retrograde for a wee bit longer, not forever, but we have to be careful. Wow. And again, I'm smiling because even though the 7 did come forward, which does talk to me about a bit of a thief that comes in the night sort of thing, an element of deception, it is coming this way. So yeah, if I take it on a general and I'm thinking, right, we're waiting on something, I need this, I need a visa, I need to travel, whatever this is about, it is going to come. This 7 of Swords is talking to me about, you know, there's nothing hidden, it is going to come forward, it's just taking some time to do that. So again, I love it. Last card is Strength card. I'm liking it. I think, again, it's almost like taking it, I'm very Leonian, but taking that on, and I'm absolutely convinced that you're either going to reinvent yourself, or you're going to be able to look carefully now at your skills and think, okay, I've done this for X amount of years, I've done this, so what is it now that I can do, still generate more money? So, in other words, if you, you know, if you've got to travel like 3 hours to get to work on a morning, if you've got to do the M1 or the M62 and you just think, I can't do this anymore, and as much as we can work from home, a lot of people, not everybody can, excuse me, and do we want to do that trip anymore? Is that what we want to do? Okay. Do we want to do that anymore? Can we be bothered doing that? Okay, what do we need to change that ultimately is going to give us a degree of balance, and also just fun, you know. I don't want to do that all the time. I don't want to do that all the time. I just don't. I want change. And I think that what's going to happen is you're going to be looking at your skill set and how you can actually utilise that skill set. Okay, so yeah, that's where I'm going with this one, Libra. So the lovers, yeah, there's potential. You could be out there meeting new people, different faces, maybe one turns your head. But at the end of the day, it's very much about your money. We are looking at financials this month again, and how we can create more money, for sure. and the money that we have got, how we're going to utilise that money and make it work for us. So there is that restructured energy around it. All right, whoa. I'm taking these two out. These are Olympus deck. Love it. I cannot believe it. Hermes. What can I say? We've got the Page of Wands here. This is my Olympian deck. These are tarot. Well, they're not tarot, they're oracle cards, but I've had these for about 20 years. Hermes, the winged messenger. Okay. This spiritual messenger. So, again, Hermes energy does represent Gemini, actually. We've got these lovers. So, hey, maybe we have got a lover coming in here. There's a potential face, or we could talk about connections from the past. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, because we've got this deception card in a reverse, which tells me that it's just about delay rather than any sort of level of deception around whatever it is we're dealing with. So if you are waiting on something, permissions, as I said, contractual, your insurances, you're looking at your pensions, guys, your finances, just generally, it's going to come together, I promise. Wow. Let's have a look. Love it. And you bring me a second Olympian. Here. So yeah, it's all going to come together. Look at those beautiful peacock feathers around that. You know, peacocks, they do talk about, spirituality, all of those things. But I do see this energy of her as, how can I put it? Yeah, I like it. It's warrior stuff for me. Hera is, for me, she's powerful. And I think that what we've got coming in here, you've got everything at your fingertips, guys. It's all here. You can do it. She's feeding, you can feed yourself, right? It's all going to be all right. And I do have her and you in a very, very good position. So even though we have got this eclipse in Scorpio, it is allowing us to really go deep and decide what we are going to do with the funds and the assets that we actually have now, okay, and how it's going to work. And if it is joint asset, if it is other people's money that we're dealing with, then maybe that's it. But maybe just going to work for somebody else, or even for yourself. Okay, Libra. So I hope that helped you. Take care, and I'll catch you next month. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. I got over about 1,300 views on Scorpio last month. That's because people did share and they did click like, so I appreciate that. So God bless. Catch you soon. Take it easy, Libra.